It'll be interesting. We'll just have to sit back and enjoy the afternoon's festivities and hope we get it all done before the job's done.
So there is the flag for 2008 for Thomson. Premiers last year against Bellpost Hill. The Bellpost Hill boys not very happy to be standing there, and they're off. Don't worry about that. They've had enough. And so are the Thomson boys. So we'll see who it does affect, if at all, whether it be the winner. Full forward. Vaughan's on him. Oh, great. Oh. Oh. Kept his feet. Uh-oh. Oh, very lucky. Somebody's pulled it out, I betcha.
Might have been faxing off something.
Who knows?
It's on too.
What happened to him?
Mahara's got him.
Did he? Going well here.
He hasn't moved either.
Hasn't he?
No.
Who is it?
Don't know.
Jeez. So right half forward flank, Greg Costello goes towards the right forward pocket on a low. Well, wasn't really a lead. Came across in the interim period and was able to sit there and take the mark.
Jones.
And it's Jones. It is Daniel Jones. So from just a little bit inside from where Jackson McLeod kicked his second goal just a minute ago, Jones will have a chance to put Thompson's third on the board. And the quick start that Dale said has come. And as he squeezed it in, the goal umpire says, yes, he has. So Daniel Johnson.
So we're back in the centre. Ruckman this time, Cleary does the ruck work. Ball comes down, knocked forward by Barton. He taps the ball forward, only as far as the player there. I'm not too sure that was to pick the ball up, but it's been kicked across the half-back line. Leading in race for the ball is Adrian Carter. So Carter picks the ball up. Goes around the player, goes on the left foot, long, high kick, back towards the centre half forward position. Maharis is up there and he takes the mark. So Nick Maharis, he's playing off centre wing, but he's cooked back, goes sideways to Menzies, and then goes round the boundary line. And it's a nice looking kick, and it's picked up there by Calder, who turns and spins and finds Highland. So not holding the ball up here at any stage. They're kicking the ball forward. McLeod out on a strong lead. Doesn't take the possession of the ball. It's picked back there. And now it's Fursland coming out of defence, looking for Grigic. He's found space by himself, gets a favourable bounce. Peacock in chase, pushes him as he kicks it, probably a bit lucky. Goes down looking for Venner in the pocket, puts his arms up. Ball goes through and out of bounds. 20 metres around, tracking to play. Venner just reaches over the top, picked up by Daniels. Peacock tries to kick the ball out of mid-air, now goes back after, but Kavka's also there. With strength, gets out the back door, goes back to Carter, runs out, goes backwards, finds Pyle, now on the left foot, stabs at a ball. It's not a good kick, goes in, and it's come to the player there in Baseley. So Baseley handballs across to Bott. Bott stands, has time, but unfortunately for the Bell Post Hill side, it goes through for a minor score.
Should have kicked that. Thomson has just started brilliant. Their foot skills on the far wing just before was just sensational. Nice low flat stab passes, so they'll be looking to continue with that sort of kicking.
Curtis kick in, 2-on-1 situation. Bell Post Hill bot. Can he make up for it this time? He's missed again, I think. He has to the near side, one behind. So the kick in from Curtis wasn't great.
Just as I was praising their foot skills, they've turned it over from a kick.
The kick into Denham. He goes short again towards Daniels. Takes the mark on hands and knees. Still inside defensive 50. Goes towards centre wing. Maharis got 3 against him. Lewis just went the man. And then Maharis took the mark anyway. Oh, and then played on. Oh, the umpire. Oh,
Jeez, that's got to go one way. Yep.
So, and 50, said the umpire. So Nathan Lewis a bit unlucky there because Maharis definitely played on.
Oh, he did, but yeah, as the rules stay, the umpire's got to call play on before he puts hands on him, and he obviously hasn't called play on. And
good 50 again from the umpire, so Maharis at half forward now. Right half forward flank for Thomson. And Bell Post still just trying to fill the holes there. He goes short towards Costello, comes out on a lead, over the head of a couple, and getting back there easily, basically goes out wide, and looks for a teammate who, if they get there, it's Martin. Can he get there? No, he can't. And it's out of bounds. Left half forward flank for Thomson on the outer side of the ground.
I think Bell Post Hill have got a rule in if you give away 50, you're supposed to head to the boundary line, but old Buffy's going the other side of the ground, so he's going to stay in the play. So the ball's now tapped out, goes towards centre wing. Farah can't pick the ball up, but Highland does so. Goes by hand and finds Henry, who steams through the middle now. Kicks in long. Wallace in front, but going back with the fly of the ball is a young player in McNamara. So Bo McNamara played at centre half back in the under-18s last year. It's a poor-looking kick, but he's found Nick Maharis. He goes straight on with the play from centre wing. Kicks back in there, so the ball's either flat or they're not kicking the ball too well. Ball comes out now. Ball to be won. Players dive on it. Picked up there by Wallace. Gives the handball back to Costello. Costello on the left foot. Goes wide looking for Jones, but a good spoil from behind. But Jones goes back and gets it again. Costello in support. They're going backwards, but now they'll be able to go forward because Highland takes the ball, goes wide. Strong lead from Wallace. He ran into his own player then, so it's out and running. And I think it's Carter on the far side. Drives the ball long. He won't have the carry. And player going back, taking the mark is O'Neill for the Thomson side.
Oh, good kick. Gets it to Daniels inboard in the middle of the ground. Goes to the right foot. The short kick's okay to Costello, who's cutting them up at half forward. Takes another mark. McLeod gives him a lead. Terrible kick off the boot though, but it might fall okay. It doesn't though. Can't take it with him was Henry. McLeod came out, and Fursland's there also close to the boundary line. Should get a push in the back. Does so in front of the scoreboard. And Bell Post Hill to relieve in the last line of defence. Travis Fursland with the ball. Thomson 3 straight goals, 18. Bell Post Hill 2 behinds. Kick goes towards centre wing. Thomson with the numbers. O'Neill got up, took the mark, thought about playing on. Does now by hand, gives it away quickly. And they go off one step. Jones goes to centre half forward again. Wallace comes out, takes the mark. And play on at all costs here for Thomson. Reels around on the right boot, left boot, 40 metres out. Kicks the goal. Easy as that. Glenn Wallace has put his first on the board.
First quarter, so the ball back in the middle, Anderton comes off, but the young fella for the Bell Post Hill side knocks the ball down, picked up by Sean Lewis, gets it going forward. Grigic with too much pace for Peacock, but Peacock does well and gets back in front. And Venner up against Peacock. Over the top comes, not too sure what that was, but the ball's kicked off the ground now, goes towards Pyle. Pyle just...
Post Hill Anderton. Venner gets it down. Rove by Kafka, got a quick kick towards the 10-metre square. Vaughan goes up, takes a good mark under pressure. And we'll take the kick just on the point of the 10-metre square. And we'll see... There he goes. He goes to the outer side. Dangerous kick. Has to set a task for his teammate there, Maharis. Denneman comes across as well. Maharis close to the boundary line. Pushed over in the end. And that was by Holsveen. And it will be a boundary throw-in. 30 metres around for the Bell Post Hill goal. And they need one. They try by 22 points. Boundary throw-in. Anderton again. Got it down with the left fist. But Rove this time by Carter. Gets the kick around the corner. Vaughan, though, should be able to take the easy mark and does in the last line of defence. Thinking about switching play. Elects though to just chip it over the top. Does okay. And finds a teammate. And still in the back pocket. Short little kick. And that came from Scott. Still inside defensive 50. Henry's got it. So Mark Henry. He's got Scott again short. He thinks about switching play. You do so now. Oh, dangerous kick. Too dangerous. He's kicked it out of bounds on the full.
Well, a good 10 metres as well.
In the opposite out. So let's see if he brings the banana out. No, he just goes straight for it. I think he's kicked it. It's pretty good off the boot.
Not a bad effort.
And Jamie Pyle has kicked a goal.
To the experience, and now the ball back in the centre. Barton does well, knocks the ball backwards, makes some space there for the player, and Dixon, who kicks around the corner, and it goes towards Bott in centre wing. He can't take the mark, but the umpire has paid it, and the mark will go to Matt Bott. So Bott back on the centre wing. We'll look down the field for players, and he's going towards Grigg again against Peacock, pushes off, uses his body well, but then puts the ball down, has time to go back and collect the ball. He's been hit in the head. Player umpire's called advantage. Kavka comes in, picks the ball up, goes for goal and puts it through for his first of the afternoon.
And goes early, gets it down this time. Coming off the wing was Highland. Can't pick it up now, he can. Now he's wrapped up. He got rid of the footy, falls into the arms, goes towards Grigg again against Peacock. Held his ground, couldn't take it with him. Peacock under pressure now, and Grigg on the ground. Umpire says play on. Now he's called for the ball. And we'll have a ball up inside 50. For Bell Post Hill, about 40 metres out from goal. Venner comes up from the full forward position to do the ruck work. Barton's there also. The umpire has heard Brent Grigich say something to him. And he has given the free kick to Brent Anderton. So inside defensive 50, Anderton will take the kick. He's thinking about going short to Denneman. He elects though to go further afield. Comes out to a 2-1 Maharis. Good little shepherd too for Curtis, who takes the mark. Goes around centre wing, goes towards half forwards, okay. And taking the mark there is Lennon for Thomson, in between wing and half forward. Lots of players calling for it. He elects to go back inboard to Gardner, who attacks the footy, takes the mark. Now Gardner plays on, down the line, handball over the top, sets a task for his teammate there, goes back towards Maharis, who taps it back to Gardner. They're back to where they came, so on centre wing. Now he goes back to the middle. Tough for Anderton, has to go up, goes up, gets punched away. Still got the numbers though, Thomson. They go through the middle, off a step, short little kick around the corner from Curtis towards Daniels. Has to go against 2-on-1, 3-on-1 in the end. Bell Post Hill might be able to clear, not much to kick to. Hit Nick Maharis in the stomach, he gets it back. Lennon, quick kick around the corner. Daniels sat and waited for it, didn't sit for him though. And Bell Post Hill could get out of trouble here, go back towards half forward. No, or was that a free kick? The umpire said yes. Sean Lewis will take it. Centre wing for Bell Post Hill. Try and drive the Panthers into attack. He's got Barton on a long lead. Goes in that direction now. Vaughan against him. Barton goes back. Vaughan kept his hand up, kept his eye on it. Only got one hand to it though. Gardner tried to push the handball out to Denneman.
They cleaned up the play at the start and they're trying to return the favour.
So the ball's come back into play. Peacock with it now in the back pocket. Goes short, looking for Maharis again. Bott just arrives late.
Point made.
And mark has been taken. Free kick if he didn't get it. And he goes back now. So Maharis bringing his head better than that in his days playing football, so he won't worry him too much. He goes back, short kick into Anderton, wasn't good. Has time to steady, and the running player from behind is Curtis. Goes in the right foot, goes wide, looking for Denneman. He runs with the fly of the ball, takes it, has plenty of room out there by himself. Could have gone back in his natural side, but there, left side is just as good, and he finds Henry just on centre wing. So Mark Henry for the Thomson side. Kicks in towards centre half forward. Wallace is there. Over the top. Martin gets the ball to the ground. Picked up by Baseley to Farah. And now into Pyle in the middle of the ground. If he picks the ball up, he should head straight for home. And that's what he's going to do. But no, he comes wide. Players made out by Baseley. And that's Caleb Baseley. He doesn't let him down. And the young player takes a strong mark. Has Kavka running back towards the goal square. That's where he's going. It's not a good kick. Menzies out in front. And Menzies makes it and takes a mark. So Menzies crosses across the other side of the ground. Again, a poor kick. Has it gone out of full?
Yep. He's also got Lennon in front of our commentary box
hit
here.
Behind the boundary umpire, and he's just popped out.
He likes to go to the outer side, though, to the numbers. Up there, Denneman couldn't take the mark. Roving at the front of the pack, Wallace. Got a short little kick back. Sets a task for O'Neill. Blind turn. Loses the footy, though. Greggy's over it. He kicked it off the ground. Only 5 metres, but it was only enough, I think, because hit the post.
Hole's fine.
And that was Hole's fine there, who has hit the post. So they go to 2.
Down Wallace outside 50. Handball back to Peacock. Off 1-2 steps. He's got it to Highland. Highland goes short. This was that combination we worked before, and it's Highland to Gardner. Gardner now looks wide and finds Lennon. So they've come from one side of the ground to the next, but maintain control with that good skill work that they showed early in the game. He goes looking for Costello, who's out in the lead, and that's a nice kick, nice placement. Costello slides into the ball, takes the mark in front of Casina. So now back just forward of centre wing for the Thomson side. He changes direction, goes back wide looking for Anderton. He takes the mark. Has Holzfine come up, try and hold him up. He was never going to hold him up if he decided to go.
The tall of it, isn't it?
So he's gone back now, has players wide. And it's been out on the half-forward line. Henry kicks the ball in long. And he's got a nice looking kick going forward. A high jump from behind. Comes to the ground. Bott picks up, goes backwards. Founds Venner. Venner now kicks round, finds McNamara. Puts his head over the ball, does well. Picked up by Bott. Quick kick. Now only as far as Martin. He takes the ball over the boundary line and will be thrown back into play in the half-forward.
Work against Wallace. Wallace, was there a hand in the back? The umpire said yes. Venner will take the free kick. Half-back advantage paid. So they're going to be able to break through centre wing and go towards Kavka. And Menzies coming out also was basically punched on by Kavka. Now Barton from full forward missed him. Now it's a foot race. Sean Lewis to run into it. Can he pick it up and kick the goal? No, he can't because Denneman comes across and smothers nicely for another 24. DeGrande Cycle and Sport first quarter scoreboard.
So the ball comes back in and it's found O'Neill on the half-back line. So Belpost still second half of this quarter has been good. O'Neill now from the half-back line goes to the wing. Sabali Armstrong on for his first run. So we've got a bit more experience coming into the ground now. So Sabali Armstrong, usually a great kick of the football, has a player in short, goes to Andon, who just patrols that centre very well. Has a player, Henry, wide. It's going to set him a task because it's gone backwards of where he was, but he's got plenty of time and space to pick the ball up. So from centre wing, comes back on his natural side, the right foot, chips over the top, goes looking for Calder. He goes onto his left side, now switches back inside. Handball goes to Jones. He's tackled. No, he's not. It was Henry that was tackled. Ball comes back to him and he's kicked the ball long. Goes towards Wallace. He'll need to make ground, but he can't. And going back is Matthew Bott, and he takes the mark just back of the centre wing for the Belpost Hill side. Chip short, finds Lewis inside to Farah. So they're running the ball well. Just need this next skill to be executed properly. And it goes forward, goes up for Kavka. Bit of strength there. And it's not picked up by those players. But Vaughan does a good job. Barton's put the pressure on. Now on the forward line, Kavka tries to pick the ball up. And it's gone ball back into play. And with strength, knocks the ball over the top to Wallace. He's hit high and low as he kicks the ball around. It goes wide looking for Calder. He's found the ball. Has the mark. Told to play on now by the umpire. Chips back inside. He was looking for, not too sure he was looking for there. And I think it might have been Riley, was it? Riley. And he's missed him. Gone now to Holt's find of Belpost Hill. Steps round one. Chips over the top. Looking for Barton. And Barton doesn't let him down. Takes a mark. Young kid started pretty well in this quarter. He's rucked well. Moved forward. So Barton from wide out on the half-forward flank, outside 50, has the ball, kicks in long, and he's gone as long as it is high, so he's looking for the target up forward. Thomson there in numbers. Peacock goes backwards, finds Curtis. Curtis comes out, looking for Armstrong, and Sabali Armstrong marks just in the field of play on the half-back line.
So Armstrong on defensive 50. Not much to kick to, though. Costello gave him a lead. He's got Highland short. Gardner's trying to move up for him, too. This is the problem. If Costello goes up, couple against him. Kazina's there. He gets around on the right foot. Back to whence it came. Wallace gets back there deep. Can't take the mark. Grigich against him out off hands. Front. Anderton from behind. Got the left hand to it. Comes towards Vaughan. Gardner's there as well. Shuffled the handball out to Menzies. Off a step round the corner. 2-on-1. Armstrong coming back. Did pretty well in the end. And picked the footy up. Needs something to kick to, though. Left foot kick around the corner. Sets a task. Venner gets back there. The big arms go up and he takes the mark on centre wing. And 50 said the umpire. And David Chaston will pay that every day and twice on Sundays. Don't worry about that. Andrew Venner will shoot for goal from 40 metres out, nearly directly in front at the western end of the ground. The city end, chance to put Belpost still only 1 point behind. He comes in now, as we said, kicked 4 in the first game this season and has kicked 1 this afternoon. Straight through the middle for the big man. So his first. And Belpost
thereabouts are in front at quarter time. So the ball goes up in the middle, picked up by Wallace. He just delivers the ball sideways. Nathan Lewis runs onto the ball, doesn't pick it up, but it's picked up. No, it wasn't picked up by anybody. There's a push in the back, and it's going back to Nathan Lewis by the looks of it. He's not the umpire's favourite, but he's got one out here. So Nathan Lewis with the ball. This could land right in the goal square if he goes for it, but he goes in looking for Grigic. Peacock. Hands in the back.
Do that.
Umpire was a bit backward of the play there. He did pick him up, so the advantage has been called here. No, it's not. It's going to go back, and Rod Peacock will take the free kick. So Peacock deep in defence for the Thomson side. Vaughan runs round behind. Gets a easy kick, then comes back again. Comes out wide, looking for Highland. Highland in front. Mo McNamara from Belpost Hill gets the ball down. Picked up by Kavka. Swings the ball back inside. Nearly big man there. Added strength. And he's going to be paid that. Just used the body well there, the big fella, and gets the ball out. Goes wide, looking for Riley. By himself, though. He's got 2-on-1, and the Lewis brothers beat him out. Now he chips the ball back in. 3 players here again. Venner, put that a mark he probably should have taken because he was just about to go back and kick another goal. Umpire didn't allow it, and it's now a ball up inside 50. Belpost still attacking into the ground.
I think Venner was expecting contact there, and when it didn't come, he sort of didn't know what was happening, and he just fumbled the ball there. Mark he'd usually take.
So Anderton and Venner. Anderton gets it down with the right foot. Back towards Venner, though. Armstrong's there also. Pushed away by Farah. Back towards Sean Lewis.
Ooh.
Gardner comes at Nathan. Watch him. He gets him just on the right foot. He gets the kick away towards full forward. Oh, but it's all Thomson, Ryan Lennon.
Better hope 1 point not in the game.
Had Thomson 4 straight goals, 24. To Grandy Cycle and Sport first quarter scoreboard.
Ball has come back in, found Gardner. He goes wide to the running Menzies now, and he chips to the centre wing looking for Highland, but McNamara again able to get a hand on ball. So that's the young and the old. Ball's been, what's he do? He must have said, I'll just...
so Mac,
now
50.
He's had something to say there, so there's going to be a 50-metre penalty.
So Christian Highland gave a little bit of back chat to the umpire, and Bo McNamara will come down and shoot for goal from 35 metres out. 45-degree angle, a chance to put Belpost Hill in front. Close to siren time here for quarter time. He comes in now, the young boy. Right foot kick, and he's sprayed it. It's across to the far side, so one behind. And he drives the ball long. I've just put the Moz on him, you watch. He goes long towards, well, Grigich behind. Punched away. Nathan Lewis is there, also against Riley. Comes towards Anderton, who has had a big influence. Goes a left foot kick long towards McLeod. One out against Fursland. Fursland tapped it back and did pretty well in the end. Martin overran it though, but Belpost Hill with the numbers, and they should be able to break free. Still got it there. Fursland breaks free with a right foot kick long towards centre half, towards centre wing. Over the back was a push, I think, from Holzfine.
Yes,
and
mark of the century.
O'Neill will take the free kick on centre wing. Godfrey Street side of the ground. And this is where Belpost Hill have really held them up across the centre wing positions at the moment. He goes back towards Lennon at centre half back. And he takes the mark. He's called to play on now as he went off his mark and goes short again. And still on half-back flank, O'Neill's taken the mark. Anderton gives him a lead from centre wing, so does Costello. He chips it short to Anderton. The big fella takes the mark. Still on the defensive side of centre wing. He goes with the left foot towards centre wing now. Wallace gives him a lead. He took the mark. And true centre wing on the outer side. He goes with a left foot kick. Goes towards Curtis. Does he take the mark? Yes, he does, says the umpire, and he plays on quickly. Couple of leads coming. He goes towards centre half forward, but I think they've picked that one out. Sean Lewis has taken the mark in front of McLeod, and that is quarter time. And at quarter time, it is Belpost Hill 3-7-25. They lead Thomson 4 straight goals, 24.